Hello, my name is Vortex Warp, and welcome back to another episode on the AncientCraft server. And today, as you can see, I am breaking the game. I've been fiddling around with scaffolding, and although you probably can't see the scaffolding, I have created an awesome effect where it seems like I am floating. So actually I'm viewing my account from my spectator account right now, so if I just fly around, you should be able to see that I'm actually floating in the air, and I can move around and jump and do a bunch of stuff with this. And yeah, I'm floating on blocks that aren't there. How is this happening? Well, what I'm doing is using a trick with scaffolding, and it's really effective on multiplayer, because actually I'm not stood on a block. If I was to relog, I would fall through that block, and if another player tried to land on the block that I was stood on, they would not be able to. And it's really rather cool. So let's hop over to my other account and I'll show you how to set up this trick. So now we're back on my other account, and you can see on my main what it looks like in the real game. So actually I'm stood on a platform of scaffolding here, which isn't too unusual, apart from the fact that the other players can't see it, and also the scaffolding is not being supported. If I just jump down, you can see there's not actually any blocks underneath this scaffolding supporting it, and it's really peculiar. Also, if I place another scaffolding, for example, on the side here, it moves that scaffolding and destroys the original one. Let's see, can I get back up? Like this. And it's a really interesting trick, and I'm going to show you how to set it up. I was fiddling around with mech with this, and of course, yeah, it's really cool. I like the way it works. You can go on the side to bring it up, you can go on the top to bring it across. So you can kind of create a little jumping course, and you can make your way across up in mid-air. So I'm currently here at community to show you how this trick works. So what we can do is we can pillar up with the scaffolding, and then we just need to go across. Oops, I'm messing this up. We need to go across with it, like this, till it falls. When we find where it falls, we just need to replace that with a carpet. And this is simply to destroy any scaffolding that gets placed, because when we place the scaffolding, like this, you can see it drops down and gets destroyed immediately. So this means no matter how many scaffolding we place, and of course I'm doing this wrong, no matter how many scaffolding we actually place, we can just we can do that. And then what we need to do is just quickly press it. So if we head over here and press it twice, and we get one over here. So as you can see, it's amazing. I think it kind of depends on your connection, but if you do it at the end, it's pretty much guaranteed chance that you're going to get the scaffolding to work. And then you can repeat this and extend this as far as you want. So you can go 2, 1, 2. Because the scaffolding is temporarily supported by the scaffolding over here. I think this is probably the maximum limit. But then we've created a bridge, and this bridge no one else can see. So it looks like we're floating to them. I think that's really awesome. And then we can simply just right click on this, as I said, to move it around. It's amazing. If I didn't mention already, I'm over at spawn now rather than my base. But yeah, this is cool. I think it's going to be a great concept for a mini game. And I'm probably going to make a minigame based on it in the future, but we haven't got the minigame district up and running, because I have got some plans for the minigame district. This next part of the episode shows me building an epic iron farm. So I started off by bringing a bunch of villagers from my base over to spawn, and I did this using a nether portal. So I just pushed them into the portal, into the nether, so I could transport them, because then it would be a much shorter distance. And once I was in the nether, I set up the nether portal on the other side at community, lit the portal, and from there we were ready to start work on the iron farm. So Brian had already built up the main framework of the iron farm. It was just transporting the villagers in to the iron farm that I had to do. And I did this using a nether railway, so I just lit the tracks up, pushed the villagers in, and brought them over. Of course I didn't have enough villagers, so we had to do a bit more breeding. But getting them over was actually quite easy. I didn't have any hiccups with this, and when you're in a call with Brian, chatting about stuff, it goes quite quickly. So I just had to bring them over in the nether. It was a really easy task, but then the pushing them into the cells was actually the hardest bit. So yeah, I'm just pushing them over here now, as you can see, and it's really trivial. You just break the minecarts and they walk straight in. And here I am, sending off the first villager. So let's see how it goes. Whee! So I can block off that and then just... Oh, we've got to place glass here, don't we? I don't have any. Quick.
Glassware?
In front of the
God
guy.
damn it.
I'm just gonna block him.
If I can land.
Oh, maybe so.
He's gonna be happy. I left him 4 stacks of hoppers for the storage system. I can't get in there.
You have a pickaxe. Sorry, 3. You've got the glass. 2, 1.
Yep. Beautiful.
Okay.
Easy as...
Do you want to stay there, and then
I
I'll
don't know.
keep sending them?
Sure.
Hold on, I've got to get under here. There we go.
So what'd you do with this guy? Did you just push him in and break the minecart, or did you break the minecart first?
I blocked the back off, then broke the minecart, then pushed him in. But he landed in the right space anyway, so...
Should probably try and hit boxes on, huh?
Yeah. See in?
Oh, he landed right there, too. That's perfect.
That happened with the other guy as well. I don't know what's up with that.
I made this a little bit higher than Doc's design,
Okay.
so that they don't check for the iron golems down there.
Oh, yeah.
Because the bottom layer on his design was too close.
Good point.
So it's 16 by 16. So I just made it 20. And then it's supposed to be 10 spaces in between each villager. I made it 12.
Whoa, the golems are coming in left, right, and centre. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cool dude.
Get out of here. Actually, I could just push this guy up, probably. Go. No, not that way. Not that way. No.
Stop getting in the way. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
And he's coming back.
Okay. Oh, we've got another golem on the thing.
I like how when they get hurt, they just run right in there.
Oh no! It's gonna attack me. Oh, he doesn't walk across the rails.
Beautiful. I got him. Push him.
Thing is, this is basically just 6 individual iron farm cells, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Each one does 300, I think. 300 something. 354.
And so the iron farm is finished, and as you can see, the iron golems are flowing in. It's really efficient. But to find out how efficient it is, I think I'm going to AFK overnight. And in fact, I don't need to AFK, I just need to sleep. Because this is built in the spawn chunks, so that it generates iron around the clock, even when no one is online. Superb. And another thing I wanted to mention was, if you didn't hear Brian talking about it, it's basically 6 individual cell iron farms that are working, and they're far enough apart that they don't really affect each other. And the golems spawn so quickly because the villagers are scared by the zombies up there, and this means that they call for reinforcements every 35 seconds. Since there's 6 of them, we basically get 6 golems every 35 seconds. Amazing stuff. But anyway, I'm going to AFK now, or in fact just go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. It's the next day now, and I'm here after it's been a night of being on the server. So there's been a night in between the iron farm being operational and the iron, and as you can see, there's a bunch of chests. In fact, there's probably about 8.5 double chests of items. I'm going to be crafting up basically 4 of these chests, and the way I'm doing this is I'm getting my axe, and I'm breaking them up to the top, like so, and then doing the same here, and the same here. Yep, okay, that's lovely. And then I come over here, press this button, and what should actually happen is all of this iron will float up here, we can stand here, we can put our axe back in here, and then we can simply craft this iron all into iron blocks like so. It's really efficient. This is not the most exciting system in the world. I'll show you how it works in a minute. But it does get the job done. We can craft up iron blocks with ease, and yeah, it's not an issue. Look at all this iron. I mean, wow. This is the reason why we have made this massive farm. And then we can pop the chests in the chat there. And in fact, no, we need to gather that up and put the chests back where they came from. So then we can just go like this, bam, 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 and hopefully we should have all the chests. Yes, the perfect amount. So we can do this in the future as well when this whole thing is filled up. And the way this works is we've simply got double chests of iron, and in fact that was only half of the iron collected. If we look in here, you can see there's still half a chest of each in each. But we're only having the crafting system so that you can craft half of these, because otherwise the items kind of rest on the hoppers. So yeah, this works lovely. You just break the chests and all of the items fall down onto the ice. Some of the items will head over to the side and fall in the water stream, but that's fine, because what we then do is we hit this button here, retract all of the blocks, and that block isn't retracting. We must have broken something. Hold on, let me grab my pickaxe and stuff and see what's happening with this. There should be a block there, and that'll be what is causing the problem. Okay, we can replace this now. So, and then one slab short. I don't know how that's happened. Luckily, I have backups. So yes, this retracts all of the blocks, and of course it's working now. Excellent. The items fall in this water stream, and they just get pumped across and head up here, and then we can pick them up and craft them into iron. I have had to do a lot of draining of water for this. I'm scared to break this block, but I'm going to do it. Okay, it's fine. I had to drain a lot of water because the stuff is underground. If you look in here, as you can see, yeah, I had to do a lot of water draining, but it's done now. I think I'm going to see if I can head down and show you the redstone, because there is one more feature that I want to implement with the redstone. Let's see, in here. Oh, I didn't check for mobs. Oh, phew, it's fine. So yeah, what have we got? Well, what we have is if I just remove this, and we can hopefully grab, we can grab this stuff back. This is our items. And I can put some stuff in here as well, like this. And this. So this is going to be to filter out the chests. So actually, I want to have the chests in there and in there. These filters are going to filter out the chests, so you can have them in a separate chest. And then this redstone, simply, if I just pop up, when we press the button, it powers this rail line, which updates the observers and powers the pistons. And that's basically it. So now I've got to head out. So I can just do this, I think, by breaking through here. I know I can see, I think Mercenary Joker's over here as well. Let's see, where is he? Yeah, so I worked on that little auto-crafting system. At the moment, it's really rather temporary. Because most of this stuff is, and I haven't quite finished it yet, as I've said. When I say temporary, I mean these chests and stuff need to move. But I like how this looks with the entrance coming down here, and you can craft this. I've got to make some signs to instruct other people how to use it. And if you need some regular iron, there's always going to be some in the back of this chest here, because you normally only craft from the front. So yeah, it's amazing. So now I've got a bunch of iron, and I'm just simply going to put this in a chest somewhere. So I should probably get an empty shulker. I don't have one at the moment. I'll just put it in my glass shulker box, I think. And we can put the rest of it in this chest. Okay, never mind. I'll just put it straight in my ender chest. We can now build with iron blocks, though, because this is just after one night. There is a slight problem, which is that the farm is going to break in 1.14.3. But we do have a solution for this. We can simply, with the iron golems, with the villagers, block off access to the zombies about every 30 minutes. And then we just got to give them a bed and a workstation each, which shouldn't be too difficult, but we're probably going to mess it up somehow. But for now, the iron is just cranking out, and it's amazing. I love this. I really do. Awesome stuff. So the back of the redstone was worked on by Brian around here. So of course I did the ultra crafting system. Brian did the general storage. So we got the golems dying here. Items pumped up. We're probably going to want to replace this with a less laggy clock. Observer clocks are quite laggy, and seeing as this is the spawn chunks, we should probably optimize it. But at the moment, it's fine. And in fact, when there's constant items coming through, it's not laggy. It's probably even less laggy than regular. But why is this constantly running? Or is it just broken? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, yeah, this is constantly running. But to be honest, that's fine. Because we're going to have a constant iron input. And then the poppies are getting stored here. How many poppies do we get from one night? 1.5 chests. Okay, awesome. We should hook that up to a composter at some point as well. But we've got plenty of item sorters for poppies. Then the items come around. I think they're dispensed on top. They come around in the water stream. They're aligned so that they're half on this block and half over the hopper. And then they can just go along and go into all of the chests. We plan on building this on the other side as well. At least maybe the chests. Maybe not the auto crafting system. But we plan on building all the chests on the other side as well. Just to make it symmetrical. And so we have a ton of iron storage. And this is probably going to last us for the rest of the season. This iron farm is amazing. The iron farm isn't the only exciting thing over at the spawn chunks. For one, we've got Cal's bridge that he built to the nether portal, which is looking lovely, that I'm walking across now. But the main thing I'm here for is to check out this giant armor stand. So this was built by Mech, I believe, as an indicator of where we can get our armor stand book. So press the button for your customizable armor stand book. So we should get one of these. And that will allow us to modify armor stands to give them items, to make them invisible, to make them small, and to give them arms and stuff like that. Of course, we still have to get the items manually, and it's going to be a lot of work, but I've got myself an armor stand, and I should probably not be out in the open with creepers and stuff around. But I'm going to collect this gunpowder because I am short on it at the moment, and our only source is buying rockets. Our only source of rockets, is to buy them. But if we just head over, I think there's a bed at the iron farm storage, and there is. Good job. We can sleep in that, and then we'll check out this book. This is going to be the last thing we do in today's episode, but I thought I'd show you it as we finish up, because we're probably going to be using it in the future quite a bit. So here's the armor stand, and I think what we can do is if we just click in the book, we can check target. That should select it, yep. And then we can show the base plate, so we can click no, and the base will disappear. We can show the arms, yes. And of course it's annoying we have to go into the book. We can apply gravity, no. So then we can break the blocks underneath it and it will stay levitating. This is cool. In fact, what I'm probably going to do then is if we just break the armor stand. Oh, and I can't get up now. So we should be able to just create like a levitating statue then in this case. So if I just go up a couple of blocks, we can place down the armor stand like this. Hold on, if I just move out of the way. Then we can do some stuff on it. So let's show the base paint, no. Let's apply gravity, no. Let's show arms, yes. And then what we can do is actually put in to its arms items. So I think like that, yep. But for now I'm going to pick up that item. Oh, and I can't. I've got to replace it with a different item. So I actually want to put some iron blocks in this guy's hand, because I want to try and make a little sculpture of an iron golem. I haven't got enough stands for this now. But hopefully we can do that to start next episode once I figure out if it's going to be possible. So I'm really going to position the first couple of blocks and then we can refine it in between episodes. So what I can do actually is just replace this guy's hand with... Okay, maybe not. Oh, how annoying. Okay, let's give this another attempt. And then we can, in his hand, put this. And then we can actually go... Oh. We can go... Display name, no. Stand visible, no. Aha, so now we just have this block. Oh, I keep doing that. Style settings, nudge. Anyway, let's go manually. And then we should be able to go pose presets, face palm. Okay, that's going to adjust the block a bit. And in fact, I'm going to make it visible again, just so we can see what's going on. Pose presets, confused. I think the sad pose is definitely the best one that we've come up with. So we should be able to go stand visible, no. That did not apply it. I'm going to head back up. I think I was too far away. Let's see, stand visible, no. Aha! So now we just have a floating block of iron. It's not in the center, but we can work with that. It's a little bit skew-if as well. It's diagonal, but I don't think that's noticeable. So what I should be able to do is actually bring this down, just with the book again. I think there's you can nudge the position. Yep. So I should be able to nudge the position of the stand down, even placing blocks under it and reapplying the gravity. And then I should be able to create a little iron golem plaque memorial thing with 4 iron blocks and a pumpkin on the top. But that is a task for next episode. So I thank you for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.